Oh, that's cool. Do we want to select? Cool. Slums. Middle class. Upper class. Okay. So you'd be starting in the bazaar area, where Pig and Pit, several other taverns, the markets, everything sort of shop-focused is there. Entertainment has little fairgrounds. Somehow there's this magically powered roller coaster. Anything sort of moving pictures.
That's the thing that makes the bugbear's name. Oh my god.
Wee!
Go down the roller coaster and you go wee. I was gonna use that as an example for the name, but I didn't know if there was roller coasters. But now there's roller coasters, so now I can say
There's
that.
roller coasters now.
Yeah.
Only just now.
Only just now. It just appeared.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate royalty.
Yeah. Slums, middle class, upper class. There's been a murder in all of these places. At least one.
You guys, we should split up.
In the
No.
entertainment district
No.
or no?
What'd you say?
Was there a murder in the entertainment district or no?
Yes, there's been a murder in literally every single district.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Where do the animals
Which
lead
one
us
has
to?
the most murders?
Probably I'd say Bazaar.
Okay.
Where does the
Well?
animals lead us to?
Could I maybe
What
get a
is-
number of how many murders are in, like, each place? Because there's, like, at least one, but, like...
Okay, so out of 10,
I'm really making the DM do some thinking here, you know.
yeah, you're making me do a lot of thinking for this very improvised session.
This thing that I don't think they really thought of before that.
Oh.
1, 5, 6.
Random numbers generated.
I think the rest are one then.
Yeah, the rest would be 1. There you go.
Awfully
1,
high
2,
amount of
3,
number
4,
of people in
5.
the
Yeah.
royalty area.
So that means if they'd be anywhere, it'd be more
And these are just the ones that the guards have found.
have found. Yeah.
What was
True.
the most recent death?
There's no like
Everyone
idea.
was sleeping. Everyone was
It-
sleeping. You just woke up
It's
and
too
they're all
early
there.
for them to know that, because...
Yeah, it literally just happened.
especially considering, like, time period. I'm not sure if they'd be able to figure out when the point of murder happened.
You don't know, maybe there's some
Time of
weird magical PI.
Yeah.
Forensics expert is what I was looking for.
Time of death.
Yeah.
This time
Dang.
and this many milliseconds. That exact.
Staying
So
in
from
the
what
middle
I'm getting
seems
at,
like the best
from
idea.
what we can see anyway, what we'd have to guess is, like, a murder could be anywhere between, like, royalty and bazaar, supposedly. However, it can obviously be anywhere. But
You gotta think
considering-
about these exits also,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna go
Oh,
ahead and draw. Let me draw them a little bit better.
You could
Nope.
make them a different color.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta get rid of these other bits.
is that circle on royalty and banking an entrance?
Yes.
Okay.
Freehand, and I'm gonna make these pink. So, this is an entrance. This is an entrance.
So is it walled?
No, these are kind of open, but, for now I'm not gonna show the exits and entrances to the city, because they are all shut.
Well, yeah.
But each gate inside the city is open, because they didn't want to cut it out for the actual civilians to be...
I just mean between districts, so I understand.
Yeah, there's walls in the city, but they're not, like, gated off.
Yeah, sure.
Then this one back here is an entrance. So that should be all the entrances? Yes.
Hmm.
Pink are your entrances.
Gotcha. Where would my animals be leading me then?
Starting in the bazaar, they would only lead you to the ones in the bazaar.
Okay.
Different alleyway. There's one in an alleyway. If you want to start with that one.
Okay. then,
Yes,
yeah, I wanna
alleyway, my
start with
favorite
that
place to die.
Serious. Okay. When you roll up, guards will be at the place, just kind of watching in case, the classic murder returns to the crime scene thing happens. Stereotype in their world too. It's Satara. They arrest Satara on the spot.
You return to the crime scene first. You're leading us.
They give you a wave, and one of them approaches you and says, "The short guy told us you were coming. Go ahead, and you have free reign to do what you may want."
Okay.
Oh my god, we've been promoted.
We've given it a pretty good sweep already, but
All right.
maybe we missed something. If you were to do that, another perception check would be useful. Let me get one from each of you. Actually, that would.
Yeah, okay. Because I was gonna ask, but I was trying to check my perception real quick.
Perception from everyone?
Yeah, perception from everyone. If you are looking around.
How do I do this again?
I'm always
Sorry.
looking.
Click on perception.
Oh, I just click on it?
If you have your sheet filled out.
Perception.
Okay. Like, do I click on it inside the sheet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, thank you. That's what I was...
I got a 20.
I really don't have any extra perception. Did it work? Did mine pop up?
No, it did not.
You'd have to...
Yeah, I'm using my left hand. Yep, I'm using my left hand.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came up.
There we go. Sorry.
Astoria, you do not find anything out of the ordinary. Just blood splatters, but I'm pretty sure, or you're pretty sure that the guard knows that's there.
Yeah.
Weehehe finds in his peripheral some hairs that don't look to be his own.
No. I'll start around.
Kat, or Sitara rather. Which role is for whom? You did 2, right?
No, I.
Oh, that was a previous one. 15
Yeah.
is your current role. Okay. You find a handprint with blood on it, and also some hair on the ground. While
Hair.
Enzo finds insane amounts of signs of struggle, like claw marks on the wall, just blood way in like different places, like under rubble or trash, clumps of hair that seem to be ripped out of the person's body. Also, Gift of the Metallic Dragon has popped up.
What?
It said you clicked on Gift of the Metallic Dragon.
Oh, I'm adding my stuff.
That's fair.
What color is this hair?
It is orange.
Orange.
Satara.
I have orange hair.
Satara.
2 people
You're
here
sleepwalking.
have orange hair.
Satara
It's not me, it's Satara.
Kinda
Is it the
sussy.
same shade of orange as mine? Because mine's a bright,
It's a
vibrant
little
orange.
off. It's a little bit darker.
A little darker. Okay. Oh god.
I'm suspicious in Satara now.
Satara would just kind of be staring a little hesitantly, considering the color.
When you turn on the Ace Attorney music, like and then we'll start questioning Satara right now. It's her. No, I'm kidding.
I chose Professor Layton instead.
Okay, my bad.
Can we inspect for Satara for any, like, bald spots, just in case?
Bald spots?
Satara's...
Your hair just falls out in, like...
smack someone's hand.
pieces.
Whoever touches her, she smacks their hand. And can we say...
Someone just gorilla shaved you.
Can I say her dog Max growls at whoever, like, tries to, like, inspect her?
Your dog also just kind of looks at you.
Wait.
I'm joking.
Question. Is the
Yes.
hair of the victim or of the killer?
You
We
don't
don't
know.
Hmm.
I thought we did we not open up the freaking things earlier in the morgue?
Well, still, you wouldn't necessarily know, even if it matched the hair of the victim. It could still be the
victim
murderess.
or the murderer. Exactly.
You never could be sure.
Can we cast dog on the hair?
Yeah, we
I
did
cast
not...
gun.
In fairness, we did not check the people in the morgue.
Yeah.
I cast dog. Cat, can you cast dog on hair?
You guys gotta ask in-depth questions especially for this sort of thing.
Yeah. Is the hair
Cast dog on
fur,
hair.
or is it hair?
It looks like hair, just on somebody's head.
Someone's head. Okay.
You said there was claw marks, correct?
Where did we find this again?
In a back alley. It seemed like
What
just
district?
a dead end. Bazaar. Sorry.
Bizarre.
But it's just like a clump of hair?
Yeah, like it was pulled from somebody's head.
You also
Oh,
said there
okay.
were claw marks?
like somebody's clawing at. It's not exactly claws, but like someone's scratching with their fingernails at the stone. It's a
jeez.
clear sign of struggle.
What
Sounds
direction
real.
were the marks going in? Like into the alley?
It's kind of. You would imagine from the way it looks, the claws start at they're bigger at the bottom and thinner at the top, like towards the top of where they are. So it looks like whoever's doing it was sinking their hands into the stone and then dragging their fingers upwards.
So they could have been getting dragged by the killer.
Are you saying that it looks like they were pulled up? Okay.
Yes.
So we know it's
okay.
tall. It's a tall creature.
Okay. What building is this?
It honestly, it just looks to be like the side of any normal business. So, if you were here for one of the previous streams, I described these. The city is mostly sandstone, at least in the Bazaar district.
Okay, yeah. So it's just like a sandstone business building.
Yeah.
Can I
it's just
see if I could maybe climb up the side of it?
Sure. Make a what is it? Acrobatics, I think would be the normal one. Athletics, maybe. Do athletics for me.
Athletics.
11. You're shaky on it, but it's only like a one-story building. Maybe your foot would slip every once in a while, but you get to the top.
Could I follow
Okay.
you?
Do you also want to make an athletics check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could probably help someone after I get up.
True. You can do it with advantage then.
I'm trying to see if I'd be proficient in it. I'm not sure.
I have very long arms.
Just go ahead and roll it.
It's acrobatics?
Athletics.
Athletics. Oh, that's strength, not acrobatics.
20. Anyway.
Woo!
Okay. You're both up there. What are you looking for?
What's up here? Do I
Uh,
see
the
any
top
kind
of-
of like...
It doesn't look like there's much up there. There's not even signs of struggle at that point. Just
Is
no
there any
blood.
feathers of any sort?
No. It's surprisingly
blood.
clean for a room.
No,
I
like,
mean, you see-
footprint?
no footprint at all, no. You see the hatch, but there's a hatch on the top of every building in this area. It's where
Okay.
the owners of said building would come up
I
to
tried
Okay.
to
do anything.
see
Can we
if there's
see
any
anything in the
footprints.
distance?
Sorry, what were you saying, Enzo?
Can I try to see if there's any like footprints or tracks or anything?
On the ground in the alleyway?
Yeah, like anything
Um,
that could like see where they could have gone.
No, I would have told you with your fantastic roll previously, but it's the regular signs. Like there is tracks, but it's the cops would.
Our
know
main
about it.
track was the claw mark,
Yeah, your main track right now is the claw mark that is leading up.
and there's no footstep up here.
But it does seem to be a bit of a dead end. And what were you saying? Can you look out on the city? Is what you asked, Satara?
Yeah, are we able to see anything that seems out of place in the distance?
No, you're on a very short building for this area. It is only one story. Most of these
yeah,
buildings
that's
around here are about 3 to 4.
Oh, okay.
I'll have her go and make her way down.
I'll say it's trivial to get
Yeah.
get down from here.
You just fell, broke your neck. End of story.
Yeah,
Are there many birds here?
In the city, yes, you do hear birds in the distance, cawing and doing their thing, but it doesn't seem like it seems like they're pretty cleaned up after.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I have Satara inspect like how deep the claw marks are?
Sure. Do a perception check for me. If you're gonna get that close and detailed. 19. Jesus Christ.
Goddamn.
These claw marks are seemingly at most an inch at the bottom, into that brick. And coming out, or when it's on its way up, it shallows out.
Is there any blood in combination with these fingernails?
At the top, yes.
At the top.
It seems to you that as they are lifted away, the fingernails were probably getting bloodied from being pulled that hard.
I think the thing can fly.
How tall?
Or is it just tall?
How tall do these claw marks go up exactly?
Not super tall. Maybe like 2-3 inches. It's not like massive. It doesn't go all the way up, but
Okay.
it's maybe, say, probably the length of an average person's hand. Maybe not 2 to 3 inches, but like 5 to 6. Let's say half a foot. The claw marks are half a foot.
Okay.
6 inches.
I think we could probably go on to like another spot and try to check that one out and try to see if there's any similarities between them. Unless there's something else here that we have.
No.
Not
This is
seen.
pretty exhaustively gone through.
There's not much we can find that the cops haven't necessarily in most of the places, you know.
What?
I was just saying we should probably go to
No, I
another
just saw
spot.
the blue line.
River.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
River!
I was just caught off guard by the blue.
It's not looking at the screen. Oopsie.
What's the highest point in the bazaar?
The highest, it probably towards the entertainment district. So left side of the bazaar would be the highest.
Okay.
So where you were previous, I'm just gonna plop it in red. Red will be your first murder. Probably right here, towards upper class banking and royalty.
Okay.
The guards, before you leave, as they notice you are leaving, they would point you towards the one that's nearest to the slums and middle class. So the entrance probably down here.
Okay.
This would be so I'm gonna put 1 next to this and 2 next to this.
So Tara would nod her head with a small thank you and make her way over there.
Sorry, we would not acknowledge him or just, you know, follow.
When you get there, there's a few more guards, but it's because there's a massive crowd in this area. They've been there since the announcement went off. It seems like the people from the slums are coming out into the bazaar and causing a ruckus, which, as we know in these past few years, is pretty normal for them to do. Nobody's a fan of cops in this city.
Yeah.
And if anybody was specifically not going to be a fan of the cops, it was going to be the slums.
You know, that makes sense.
Massive shields are up in this area. They're pushing them back. They're screaming. Nobody can focus, but they were warned ahead of time to let a group of people in, led by Redhead and their companions, the animals.
Redhead with a wolf specifically.
Yeah.
No,
the
just a
animal-
redhead. It's me secretly.
Yeah.
I'm leading
they're-
the team now.
Yep.
I decided.
Dual team leaders, the Redheads.
The redheads, and they hate each other very much.
Be friends now.
How they
How
both
can I
have
be
become
friends with Astoria when Astoria is so rude?
How can I be friends with you when you were so dumb?
So as you've noticed, as the city comes from the east, so banking upper class is the east. East to west, it gets kind of rattier as the wealth declines in the city. So you're kind of coming close to just like a shanty town at this point. Even in the bazaar, it's kind of corrugated steel look, tarps, It's probably not as well kept as it should be, but it's still like clearly well kept.
Okay.
Not well kept, but it's clearly kept.
Hmm.
It's looked after.
I imagine our little group would be able to get in to check out the crime scene.
Yeah. This time it's inside of a business which would just be like a bakery.
Lovely.
Hmm.
Can we ignore it and buy some food instead?
It is not open for business. It is
Oh, dang.
the
Crime scene. I imagine perception checks, yeah?
please
Sorry.
Alright.
Like,
After text again.
excuse me for that burp also.
why do I
what
also do
can-
perception checks with my brain?
Does
what you
everyone
can-
again?
Yes, please. Anybody who's looking, it would be useful. Another 19.
At 8.
19, 11,
Jesus.
8.
One sec.
As the guard just kind of looks over the one that's posted inside, and a 12. Goodness. He lets you know that the person from this murder was the business owner. So,
Oh,
um,
so I will not be getting bakery goods.
no, you will not be getting bakery. Nobody will, and this business is shutting down.
Okay,
As rumors have started to spread that this business in particular is now haunted, or plot of land.
that, makes sense.
So we have the 19 off the bat. We'll forego the lower ones. It's pretty middling with what you find. You kind of notice that entire loaves of bread are just smashed, just like into their counters. Like somebody was specifically going up and smashing them, but it looks like a wider object was smashed into them. With your 19, you can tell that there's kind of like an imprint of a nose on one of them.
Oh,
You can kind of see like the nostrils are like clearly not as as far into the bread as maybe the peak of the nose of the bridge. So as the smashings go along, the further you go along this line, it's just bloodier and bloodier. There's just somebody's head was getting smashed into their business.
Lame.
And just at the last one is just a pool. A pool.
Bread?
Okay, lovely.
Dinner is served. No, and that's about it. There isn't too much to go on in this area. There's no hair. It's just a lot of strange, like who would do this sort of murder.
Just very violent and very, like, bludgeon.
Yeah, it seemed very like prejudicial.
Are the guards inside or outside of it right now?
There's one posted inside, and there's just like the rest are on like riot control.
Okay. Can I go up to the guard and ask if we know what race the baker was? Because the nostrils. I wanna see if they match the bakers or the or the murderers.
Yeah, he'd say that the baker would be a drow, which is like a dark
Okay.
elf. If I'm right,
Okay.
John would let me know if I'm not.
for what?
Drow
Oh,
is like a
check it out.
dark elf, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The once baker would be a drow. Would have
Okay.
been a drow.
Okay.
Okay. Let's thinking.
He would describe the baker with bright white hair, so it's clearly not like this is a well-known baker in this small part of the in between of
Yes.
bizarre slums and middle class. Kind of well known for making like fantastic like what's the name of the bread? Is it? Fuck it. Give me a second.
Or baker.
Or bread.
I can't think of
Pastries.
what's the, is it sweet?
Describe it.
It's like the really dome-shaped bread with the white sugaring on the top. It looks like white sugar. It's like a Mexican bread.
All I'm thinking of is flan because it's jiggly.
Sweet bread.
Okay.
Mexican sweet bread. It kind of looks. I don't know. I'll send a picture of it in general chat.
Okay,
and y'all
okay.
can tell me. It's not always super colorful. It's usually white when I see it, but this is the picture that I'm looking at right now. So this is what y'all get to see. Drow is well known for making this sort of bread. Very popular to youths and the poor.
I like the variety.
So no hair matches from your last place to this one, at least as far as you know.
All right.
Oh.
You get no help coming into this next one, or coming out of this one if you are to leave.
Yeah, probably. I've seen this one.
They are way too busy with trying to control the situation outside. Make a survival check for your dog for me, or your animals. You just use your own, but
Okay.
With advantage.
How do I do with advantage?
Click on it and then use the higher number.
Gotcha.
So 18. Wow, perfect. It's a little. Every once in a while, they look down a different road as you make your way through the bazaar. But eventually, they get to the center of the bridge across the river. Tons of birds at this point, huh?
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No, please.
I was just going to ask. This is the next point of the murder.
Yes, this is number 3.
Number 3.
They just right on top of the bridge. You can't really see any signs of struggle here, even without a perception check. There's no signs of any sort of struggle, but this is where their scent leads you, and you still see the guards around the bridge. There's one on each side of the bridge, and the one on the far side towards the entertainment district comes up to you and says, I'm assuming you're here because the short man told you to come around. They're all very rude about this man's height.
As they should be.
Nobody here stands the short king.
Jesus Christ.
It'd be funny if the halfling's the boss too.
He was giving orders, so I mean, could be. He would say that the guard here would assume that you're here because of the short man, and he would tell you that the body was fished out by a local on the bridge, but they didn't know where the murder took place. It's just this is where they found the body. So the last known location of the deceased is atop this bridge, and your dog brought you here and not an actual crime scene, so... Or murder scene, rather.
Yeah, one can only assume that either it was murdered here and just thrown into the water, like strangled and thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
At least around here.
Can I ask the...
Were they found on the bridge?
No, they were fished...
In the water.
They were fished out of the river by a local.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask the guards...
The water flows west, by the way.
Can I ask the guards if the victim had, like, any, what's the word? Strangling marks on their neck or something along those lines?
No, but there are there were lacerations on their shoulders.
Lacerations on their shoulders.
Lovely.
So I misspoke when I said the water flows west. I meant east.
Okay.
It's because water flows downhill.
Understandable.
It's a little bit of a backwards. Usually the cities are upper class royalty areas are on top of a hill, while the slums are on top on this point. Cruel joke because they have to look over all of the fanciful stuff that the upper class would be getting into.
Is it like that?
Fun times.
A little bit.
Okay. Is there any hair around? I assume I have to make a perception to look for that.
There really isn't, but yeah, please do. But from your first glance at things, you really
This wasn't a
wouldn't-
murder scene.
Yeah, this isn't the murder scene. You really wouldn't you find anything. But yeah, please, if you want to. A 9. No, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. No hair, just wet splotches where the person was pulled up onto the bridge.
Hmm.
Can I inspect for injuries
Of what?
on the person?
They're
Person's
not
in the
here,
morgue.
they're in
Person's
the
not
morgue.
there. They're in, yeah.
You've seen the
Oh.
person already. Again,
all the bodies
you
have already
didn't-
been taken to the
Right,
morgue.
I forgot about that
you
part.
didn't really ask before. So a little fill in from each guard at these locations. I'm just throwing you a bone with these.
Appreciated.
There's not much we can probably find here if they were just floated here, so probably go to the next
Yeah,
one.
Do we
just
know
fish
the
out of
occupation
river
of this person?
with laceration.
What'd you say?
Do we know this person's occupation?
No, nobody down in the or at this part of the bazaar knows who this person is.
Hmm.
We should
They've
still
clearly
look at the morgue.
They've clearly either floated down from the entertainment district or out of the city. There's an entire chance that this person didn't start in the city.
Okay.
Hmm.
No. I think we should probably go to the next spot, I would say.
Okay. At this point, it would be roughly 5 p.m.
Okay.
The sun is clearly setting, but it shouldn't impede anything too much at this point. So which location would you like to go to next? I'll let you all pick, just because there's a lot.
Maybe check out the entertainment and hope my dog catches a scent. My animals catch. some
There's
sort of
nothing
scent.
in there. Oh no, there's one. Never mind, I'm stupid.
There's one in entertainment, slums, middle class, upper class, and banking.
But I didn't see the entertainment one, and I'm like, there's literally nothing there.
it's
But
at
now I
the
see it. Now
top.
I see it.
Yeah.
Makes a little bit more sense.
In fact, it's going to be exactly there on that one. So this is number 4.
But let's head up there. We're kind of by it with the bridge anyway. If we head that direction.
You would have to go down into the slums to get all the way up into entertainment.
Okay, I got you.
Because there are 2 entrances into entertainment.
Yes,
it's either
I see
royalty or
that.
slums. Yeah.
So I might as well go down to the slums and either go left or right. But get the one in the slums first.
We could make a stop in the slums.
Okay.
No, just because we can just go in a circle.
The slums we go.
That feels the
The
most
slums.
practical.
Hold on, I'll return shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
So the one in the slums is going to be just at this little corner down here. So this is going to be 4 instead of that one. It's me. Okay. Oh, that's good. While we wait for our dearest Enzo.
Well, Enzo's be right back. I will also be right back.
Yeah, take a fiver.
Wow.
I need to also. I'll get a refill on my drink while I'm here.
Okay.